Hello, good evening. Good evening, all. How are you guys? Hope everyone is okay. Oh dear, today has been great as well as usual. Right, this advice as well goes to people that are here on a sponsorship. I told you guys that this page, this page is going to be powerful very soon. See this my page. Write it down. Today's date is what? This page is going to be a different page entirely that people are not revealing. I, the chick, will reveal it. I, the chick, will bring everything out so that people will hear and learn. And whatever I say is nothing but the words, the truth. Nothing but what the truth. You see, last year, guys, last year, a lot of people from Africa came to this country. I don't know about other country, but I'm talking about this country that I know, that I'm aware of. A lot of our brothers and sisters came over here last year on a sponsorship. Okay. Now, this sponsorship thing we are talking about is called what? Healthcare assistant. It was not in a shortage occupational list. So the UKVI added it. They did added it. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago they added that. But now I think they've not removed it and they haven't stopped it, but they have minimized it. They have minimized it and brought out what? New rules. And what is this? Or what are the rules? The rules are, number one, if you're on a sponsorship or you're planning or you're already here without your family, you cannot bring them again. Yes, if you're on a sponsorship, you're planning to bring your family, your kids, your wife, you cannot what? Bring them again. The only way you can do that is if you are what? Earning how much? £38,000 a year. £38,000 a year. Now, this £38,000 a year we are talking about. In fact, where is my? Let me. How much is pounds today? I think pounds is like 2,000. £1 is 2,100 or 2,200. I'm not sure, but as of yesterday, it was 2,100. Now, let us calculate it. £38,000. You have to earn 38,000, right? So £38,000 a year in Nigerian money. I don't know about other currencies in Africa, but in Nigerian money, we're talking about, as of yesterday, the exchange rate is 79,800,000. You have to earn 79 million naira 800 in a year for you to be able to what? To even think of how they can even think or consider you bringing your family. That is if you send out your your application. It's not guaranteed. Now tell me, how can an ordinary health care support worker earn such an amount of money? These are the things people don't know, don't realize. You're in Nigeria or you're in other part of a country of the country, you have no clue. Now, for you to be able to rent house here, yeah, if you're in a share accommodation, I think the cheapest share accommodation can be like between 350 to, in fact, no, I don't think it's 350. I think it's 400, between 400 to 700 or to 800 for a share accommodation. That's the truth. For a share, and it depends on which area you're living in the UK. It depends. Now, if you're on a sponsorship healthcare assistant, you're earning just a minimum wage, which is like £11 something. Depends on the area. But as where we are, East Midland, now is £11.44, £11.70. I'm not sure, but that's the amount. Minimum wage for healthcare support. healthcare assistant. Now, times that, even if you're doing 50 hours, I think the maximum hour you can do in this country is like, I think 50 hours or so. It depends. If you do too many hours, government will, it will trigger. Government will be aware of it. So they always, even when you get a job, they always give you this form where you have to opt out or whatever if you agree to, you know, to work 48 hours or not and all that stuff. But the full time someone can do here is 40 hours. That's the full time, the basic full time. Or 37 hours, 37.5 hours to 40 hours is the full time, right? If you're that kind of person, any such an amount of money, £11 something, yeah, £11 a minimum wage, how much do you think you'll be able to get within a year? Or how much do you think you can get for a week? Times that by 52 weeks, which is 1 year. It's not possible. So they made it difficult for you not to bring your family. They made it difficult for you not to bring your family. They made it really, really, even the ones that even entered here last year with their own little children and kids, they suffered. I'm sure they are still suffering up to now. They are still suffering up to now. It is not easy. That is the truth. It is not easy. Even if you're a nurse, you just enter, you came in UK by through NHS sponsorship. It's not still easy, because at the end of the day, the highest NHS can pay you as a nurse is how much? As a nurse, you have to pay rent now. You have to pay rent. Let's assume you come, you're a single mother. You bring, you came in last year, or you brought your children, everything, yeah? And then you're earning that amount of money. How are you going to look after your children? Who is going to look after your children for you? This place is not a place where you say, oh, my sister, please, can you look after my child for me? Please, let me drop my child. I'm coming to, I'm going to work. I'll take her back once I finish. This is not like that. It's different here. If you're on a sponsorship, you will not receive anything like benefits. If you're here now with your family, you will not receive, your children will not receive anything like benefits. If you want to send your children to nursery, you have to pay for it. Full. You have to pay for it. The only thing here that is free is school. From year 1. From year 1 till years 11, 12 or yeah. It is free. You will not pay. But you pay for school meals. If you're on a sponsorship, you're not British yet, you don't have the indefinite leave to remain, then your children will pay for anything payable. They will pay, you will pay. So it's not as easy as you think. That's the truth. It's not as easy. It favors people that are single. It's still favoring people that are single today. If you're a single person on a sponsorship, you should be happy for yourself, because you got no one to look after. It will favor you more than people that are even married. That's the truth. Unless the other party is a dependent who is working full time. But if you're the main applicant, being sponsored by other companies, you have to live by their rules. But now things has changed. Like I said, this healthcare assistant thing hasn't stopped yet. Don't think it has stopped. It has not stopped. It's just that the UKVI minimized it. They have minimized it. There are still companies that need people to sponsor. That's the truth. There are other companies that need staff as well. And the good thing about it now is that even if you're on that particular contract, yeah, under your sponsored agreement, yeah, you can still do 20 hours elsewhere, regardless of whatever specialty or roles you're playing in the other company. You can still do other jobs, but it has to be 20 hours, no more than 20 hours. No more than 20 hours. But they made it so hard for you. Even people that are coming over, it's hard for them to bring their family, because you have to earn 38,000 pounds, guys, which is 79 million something. It's not my mind. It's not easy. Tell me which bank manager or so that earns that amount in Nigeria or in other parts of Africa. That's the amount you have to earn for them to even begin to think whether, okay, is this application considerable or not? So that is one thing I want to make you guys aware for sponsorship people who are even planning to come or who are already in their process of coming. You will not bring your family. You cannot bring your family. It can only favor single people. If you're a single person, good. It will favor you one way or the other. But if you're a single person and you come in here with laziness, it will not favor you like other people. That's the truth. And there are a lot of rules surround that sponsorship. Don't think that you're being sponsored now. You've entered UK. Therefore, that's it. You have to abide by the rules and regulations. That is the truth. And if you do any paradigm, the company will sack you. They will tell you to go. They don't need you again. Once they've alerted the UKVI will give you letter, deportation letter for you to go.